Greetings! So, yesterday I read A Game at Dinner again. It's actually probably my favorite in-game book, though it's not like I read all of them. In-universe, it's a reprint of a letter sent to a person named Dwayne. Halseth, now the king of Morrowind, but he was only a prince at the time, hosted a banquet where he invited all of his advisors. But before the banquet had even started, an alchemist had come and gone from the palace. A famous alchemist, renowned for his poisons. He smelled of bittergreen and wickweed. Both are ingredients found in Morrowind. Bittergreen petals in particular are used in some quests as a poison, namely Mephalla's quest, where you poison a member of the Mark Tongue that has strayed. You use a unique variety of bittergreen then. That guy hates me and has attacked me a couple of times in Balmora, so good riddance to him. The other time it's used like that is during the East Empire Company questline in Bloodmoon. In that, you use bittergreen petals to poison some tree roots that the workers haven't been able to cut through. In-game, neither bittergreen nor wickweed have any effects that you would expect from a deadly poison. But as I was saying, the members of Halseth's council learned of this alchemist's appearance. According to the writer of the letter, they are a spy, and they serve three masters: Halseth, Great House Dres, and the one to whom the letter was addressed to. But they suspect that there are other spies, such as a young Nord woman who had been seen visiting Fort Moonmoth, so presumably one of the Blades or at least an Imperial Legion operative, and a Dunmer named Alarat, who the writer had seen in the company of the Archcanon of the Temple. The same Archcanon that you meet during the Morrowind main quest and during the final Temple quests. As the banquet went along, the author of the letter did not eat or drink, but only pretended to. They suspected the other guests of doing the same, but understandably they had to worry about themselves first. As the feast wined to a close, a tureen was brought to the table. I googled the word and it's basically the kind of pot that you serve soup in. Halseth at this point revealed his intentions. He told his advisors that he had poisoned them. He knew that many of them had only pretended to eat and drink, and so instead of poisoning the food, he had poisoned the cups and the cutlery. However, only those that were disloyal to him had been poisoned. Or so he said. But inside the tureen was the antidote. Or so he said. The death would be excruciatingly painful for whoever had been poisoned, but if they took the antidote now, they could live. The writer was in a panic and did not know what to do. However, fortunately for them, someone who had long been thought loyal stepped forward and desperately drank from the pot. That someone had been with Halseth for a long time, and as it turned out, he had been a spy sent by Halseth's sister, the Queen of Wayrest, who had seized the throne and banished both him and his mother. But as it turned out, Halseth didn't in fact know who the spy was. The poison was in the tureen. The man who had desperately tried to get the antidote had in fact poisoned himself, and died in a way that the writer wanted desperately to forget. In the last paragraph, they beg their Dark Liege to use their influence in House Dres and dismiss their loyal servant from this charge. It seems that they got spooked. Now, as interesting as Halseth is, and he is very interesting, I wanted to mention the receiver of this letter. It is someone named Dwayne. House Dres apparently denied that the letter has any connection to the truth, and nobody with that name publicly exists. But there is someone named Dwayne in Morrowind, and that's Dwayne Aundae, the matriarch of the Aundae vampire clan. The letter refers to her as Your Unholiness and My Dark Liege. If that's not an outright confirmation that a vampire is involved, then I don't know what is. And apparently dear old Dwayne has a not insignificant amount of power in Morrowind. Enough power, at least, to sway decisions in one of the great houses. Maybe she only controls an advisor to one of the councillors. Or maybe she's someone like Orpheus Dren, who directly controls 2 of the House Hlaalu councillors. It would fit, you know. It feels appropriate for a vampire who has humanoid cattle in a cage just behind her throne to command the great house that is most dependent and supportive of slavery. As for Helsef, as much as he tries to kill the player, I've always liked his portrayal. Like it says, Helsef didn't become angry when the letter became known and rumors spread. No, rather than that, he made the letter into a book and spread it far and wide, further cementing his reputation as cunning, deceitful and ruthless. If I ever become a crackpot dictator, which to be fair is a long shot, I am totally going to plagiarize Helsef's dinner. You have been warned. If you would like to see more videos about Elder Scrolls books, like this, let me know. And if you want to know how Master Arian manipulates you as your mentor in House Telvanni, see this video next. Thanks for watching.